Okay. Hello, 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 everyone. It is Thursday. It is a pop-up live, and it's around 6 o'clock. Okay, so you're here. Okay, good. Yeah, I just at 5:51. Dad went out and got it, and I'm gonna have some scissors and open this up. I was going to upload a video today, but here it is. Got me some scissors. And here we go. Okay. Hey, Fishin'. We're going to unbox the 70s today. No, I won't. Hey, Crystal's Place, how are you? We're going to unbox the 70s today. I got this from Amazon by Joanne and Maisie. And they know who they are. And here we go. I'm going to sit down for this. And here we are. Let me put this down a sec. Gotta see how this is going on. And it was a quiet Amazon truck. But let me unleash it slow. And here it is. It's a big celebrating the 70s, and this is special edition 1976. We'll start with the front. It's a lot to cover, and this is going to be the focus of the live. Special edition by People. I bought one 10 years ago, and it was for General Hospital, but we see John Travolta and Miss Piggy, Sonny and Cher, 76 edition, and then we have, of course, Charlie's Angels and Diana Ross. Oh, you do got the same one. But yeah, look how big it is. I mean, People magazine, I would have to say, does a great job, an outstanding job. And of course, you see, like the back, there's Sissy Spacek, incredible actress. If you've not, a little off topic, but if you have not seen Coal Miner's Daughter, please do so. Of course, Donnie and Marie, and Dorothy Hamill, and of course, Sylvester Stallone here. Wow, they went all out. Celebrate the 76. I remember very little of this year, of that year, very little. But I do know that the music was good. Shows were fantastic. But oh my gosh, look at all the dolls. Just look at all the dolls there. Oh my gosh. They really knocked them out of the park. And just think, in 1976, How much do you think People magazine was back then? Take a wild shot guess. I wish we had the prices now. Um, it was 50 cents back then. And some of the covers of 1976 here. We got Fonzie. And this is probably going to end up being a long live stream. But we got Liza Minnelli, Lee Majors, and Farrah Fawcett, Mahogany, and a lot of other people, Penny Marshall, Rob Reiner, Paul Lynn, Mary Tyler Moore, all the great. This is a thick one, folks. Louise Lasser, that was a good show. Mary Hartman. Star Treks. Here's a picture of Elton John and Tina Turner, which she been just over 2 weeks now since she's passed. Gosh, E Street Band. And Goldie Hawn and her second husband. The Hudson brothers. Bill Hudson, who then married Cindy Williams, but they divorced. Little known fact. Carly Simon, Carly Simon and James Taylor. Topic of conversation, but gosh. And Caroline Kennedy, she's an ambassador for some other country now, but Jackie Kennedy. Some of the movies, Silver Streak, anything that Gene Wilder did in the 70s was great. I mean, with Richard Pryor, Silver Streak, and I know that they did quite a few others. But if you have not seen them, Anne Bancroft and Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks movies you cannot make today. Oh, heck no. Especially the 70s ones. Case in point, Blazing Saddles. But Richard Pryor helped write it. But if you have not seen any Mel Brooks's films, his last movie that he directed was in 95, and that was Dracula's Dead and Loving It. But I've seen all of his films, regardless if it's musical or drama or anything. But if you have not seen any of them, Blazing Saddles, Young Frankenstein especially, you've missed out. On 76, I was about about five. I was about 5 years old. But Captain and Tennille, I got an update on them. If anybody wants to know about what happened to Dragon, known as a Daryl Dragon, and they divorced in 2014 for a reason. He would have gotten much, much more health benefits if they were to divorce than stay married. But they stayed together, though, even after the divorce. and he passed away in 2019. And it says there, what can I say about Mary Tyler Moore? And it's like there's two shows I had to watch out of order because it came out when I was young. First one, All Family. Second one was Mary Tyler Moore. And I thought Rhoda, I think that Rhoda should have stayed on the air a little bit longer. I really, really enjoyed that show, but all of them are gone now, you know, and it's really sad. Fortunately, Betty White was the last one to go. And an update on Betty White's house. I had to confirm it through several sources because I didn't believe the first three. Hi, Vin. How are you? Unfortunately, no, I'm not going to do that. But anyway, the update to Betty White's house, I did not believe the first four. It was bought for over $10 million, and her house is demolished. Um, and I guess what they're going to do is build another mansion on it. Betty White is not buried with Alan Lutton. One of her legal associates has her ashes. So Betty White is cremated. I had to do a lot of research on that. Yeah, that would be called doxing. Yes. Yes, that would be bad. But yeah, I had to do a lot of research on that for Betty White because I get comments that nobody else sees. And when I do have the time, I do research on the questions that I get. And anyway, I don't, yeah, that's the first time I've actually said that because I do get a lot of questions. Whatever happened to this person or that person? Al Pacino is going to be a dad again, but oh, this what a lovely picture this is. John Cassell. He died young, and for those that don't know, John Cassell and Meryl Streep dated. In fact, that's them right there on the end. But he would have been such a great actor. And it is. It has to deal with with a tender subject. I have two all-time favorite drama movies. Yeah, we all joke in the gaming community. Yes, we do. Um, my favorite, I have favorite drama movies. One is Casablanca, and the other is The Deer Hunter. Um, Let me see. John Belushi. I remember, of course, he passed away in '82. I remember where I was sitting, what we were eating when he passed. And Dan Aykroyd. Tonight I don't know what I'm having because I just had lunch not too long ago, but I made up some stuff. No, yeah, like showing people's addresses. Yeah, it's okay to like joke around, but when it comes to that subject, no. But Dan Aykroyd still hangs out with Jim Belushi, and he knows the Belushi brothers through John. They still hang out. I wish Saturday Night Live could be a lot more better, but that's besides the point. How I feel about Saturday Night Live is that they should bring back some of the alumnus. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Amazing Maisie, I agree. That was uncalled for. I'm with you on that. That won't be tolerated here. But like you said, we do joke in the community, but we don't joke about that. And that's not good. But, and bring back their old sketches a little bit. Speaking of alumnus, the new Ghostbusters is filming. I haven't seen Afterworld yet. Oh my gosh, is that Anderson Cooper? Okay. Okay, Van. Thank you. Thank you. 76 girls. Now, did anybody like the Charlie's? The only ones that I've seen is the ones with Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu and I can't think of the Cameron Diaz. They made it again with Kristen Stewart, and I'm not even going to waste my time in watching it. To be honest, Charlie's Angels, so good. But we'll do some pages. Oscars, well deserved. I have not seen the updated Rockies, but the ones that they did in the past I have. But well deserved, though. Well deserved for Sylvester Stallone. The older gentleman is Burgess Meredith. Sonny and Cher. Cher just had like a birthday not too long ago, but in the late 90s, Sonny Bono was in a skiing accident, and he unfortunately passed away. And I watched it, his funeral was televised. I forgot what date it was, but Cher did the eulogy for Sonny Bono's funeral, and it was quite emotional, though. But they stayed friends, though. He remarried two more times, but they stayed friends. In fact, the last time that they sang with each other was on David Letterman, and that was good. And David Letterman's doing good. He's got an 18-year-old son who's going to college. Hey, Gaming with Whiskey, how are you? And of course, there's Charles. Welcome back, Cotter. I wonder what happened to John Sebastian, who sang that. And everything is on YouTube. In fact, I might even watch some old Welcome Back, Cotter. But it was John Sebastian from the Loving Spoonful. Yeah, that band. I am doing really, really well from that band that sang the Welcome Back. Just look up Welcome Back Cotter theme song, and then you'll find it. Songs of the Key of Life, Stevie Wonder, masterpiece. Now, here's a big chunk of my life right here. It's like I'm doing my biography by showing you this magazine. But in case you don't know who this is Jim Henson. Who, if you have not seen Jim Henson, that is him right there. And when he passed away, if you have, you'll probably have to look it up. But it's one of the moving funerals I've ever seen. And Little Robin, Kermit's nephew, did the eulogy to that. I'm not kidding. PBS back then did it live. And I'll always remember that. It was so good. That and the Rainbow Connection. Different decade, but same meaning. King Kong. And it's ironic because I'm watching Godzilla 1998. But that is Jessica Lange. You doing warming up the pizza? Mm. Okay, thank you, Gaming with Whiskey. Yeah, a lot of people are having a lot of issues due to what's going on. At least 15 states has got clear action days. Oh yeah, a lot of people are having a lot of technical issues, and we're halfway through. But excuse me, but a lot of people are having like technical issues, and 15 states. But I'm telling you, New York is real bad. Before I started the movie that I was watching, I had it on a certain cable news network, who shall remain nameless, saying that it won't be for a while until all the smoke clears. I seen a map on that cable news network, and there's over 100 wildfires up in Canada. So yeah, and it has to be bad because yesterday I lost IG for about 4 hours yesterday, which is weird. So um, I spent almost half the night. Oh, really? Really? I was wondering what happened to him because you haven't heard him sing. I do know that Michelle Phillips of the Mamas and the Papas, she had a birthday about 4 days ago. And brief update, fast, hard, and quick. If you are a fan of the Mamas and the Papas, Michelle Phillips is the only one left. And she just turned, I think, 78, 79. So, yeah, she's the only one left. And if you have not heard their music, oh my God, it's a must. The harmonies are incredible. In fact, I listened to them a few weeks ago. Um, King Kong, Kerry. They've made so many remakes of that. Um, the first one of the Kerry 2 was but they did a remake of Kerry, and that wasn't too bad. But the Kerry 2 one, I did not. But they picked Sissy Spacek, Jodie Foster. Who would have thought that an actress would make such a great director? She should have gotten a lot more Oscars. Her and Meryl Streep, I feel. But I am so glad that she got it. And it's I think the only horror film to get Best Picture. Well, they called it a horror film, and it kind of was. And I'm talking about Silence of the Lambs. It's not for the faint of heart, but I just thought it was great. Freaky Friday, I have some news about that. I guess there is talks of Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan on reprising their roles. I don't know when that's going to happen because, in case nobody knows, Lindsay Lohan is pregnant with her first child, so they'll probably have to work something out. Bad News Bears. Oh my gosh, Bad News Bears. All the President's Men. If you know what Yeah, I don't need to get in political, but if you know what the book is about, all I would say is Woodward Bernstein. Um, no BS, and they're both still alive, but no BS. I've read their book twice. I know. I was on somebody's premiere. I was on Lori Luckbox's premiere yesterday. She's a slot channel, and another slot channel that I go to said that New York was bad. And yesterday they actually canceled a Yankees game uh, with that. And I get, yeah, they're playing today because, like I said, when I watch that certain cable news network, I'm not saying which one it is, but yeah, it was bad. The only thing that is concerning is no flights out and no flights into on the East Coast. And I guess uh, a few days we're supposed to get it. And we did have some yesterday, but it was further south you went. Now, with the ones that are up north, if there's like a great big wind gust, the upper peninsula of Michigan will get it first. And if we have like a great big blowback, then we will get it. But it looks like as of right now, the east side of the state will get it first before us. I think I have not checked the Weather Channel at all, but there's well over 100. You might as well say from one coast, from the west coast of Canada all the way over to the east coast. And there's schools that are being let out early. And speaking of schools, the last day for our school was today, I think. Yeah, it was today. And they had like half days, but I guess New York public schools are being let out early. And then once that smoke clears, they'll probably be in school just to make up for the lost time and for the weather. But yeah, we're not supposed. We're supposed to get rain on Saturday. Whether or not that happens, um, it's a 50 chance. But Elvis, A Star is Born. I did see A Star is Born. Both of them. I preferred that one better than I did the other one. Lady Gaga did a good job. Do not get me wrong, she did. But the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, yo, hey Grizzle, how are you? We're going down memory lane here. I got a an Amazon package today from Joanne and Maisie today, and it's People Magazine saluting the 70s, 1976. Hopefully, I can get it through before the battery. But movie quotes. Are you talking to me? And nice. Yeah, they are nice. They really do a really, really good job. Yeah, they really, really do a great job. Like I said earlier in the live, I bought a General Hospital one. And when it was a 50-year anniversary, and right now it is 60. But I haven't watched it in the last few years. On the Tube, Donnie and Marie, Shields and Yarnell, um, the Variety Show. This is what I miss the most. The Variety Show. I just named them off. Donnie and Marie, the Jacksons, Shields and Yarnell, Tommy Toon and Twiggy. I'm that old. I remember all of these. Um, Let me tell you, TV in the 70s and the 80s kicked ass, and the 90s too. But you have to have good writing. For I would say the best writing for a show, well, they're both off the air now, but that really, really told a story and it brought back the feel of the 70s and 80s shows. You may not agree with me, but I really enjoyed the show. In fact, there's two, the Drew Carey show, but the one that I'm really thinking of is Everybody Loves Raymond. I thought the way it had that old feel to it. It had some 70s, 80s, and 90s in it. And sometimes it felt like a variety show because when you watched, you never knew what you were going to get. And everybody played their parts right. Doris Roberts and Peter Boyle, they're both gone now. And if you've not seen Young Frankenstein with Peter Boyle, do. But everybody did their own little thing. And I just mentioned, oh, see, I don't remember why. That's another show. I had to wait till I was old enough to watch it. And that was the Brady Bunch. Yes. Yes. Yeah, and speaking of the monsters, I loved Rob Zombie's The Monsters. And he will not be doing like the Monsters 2 because he said it was in the planning stages, he said, for about 6 years that he said. But and it was he said that it was exhausting to make. But here is my all-time favorite. We just lost Cindy Williams in February, and I was like devastated. The good thing about her passing, I guess it was the first time in many years that the Hudsons and got together. Kate and Oliver and Cindy and Bill Hudson of the Hudson brothers. They had two kids. It was the first time that they all got into like the same room. I don't know. Yes, I did at the right time. Yeah, and the Amazon truck was so quiet. The last Amazon truck was loud, and it was loud, and it was quiet for like Aunt Claire. If it wasn't for Aunt Claire, and I don't know how she could screenshot it, but she screenshotted it and sent me a picture. It has arrived, and her package arrived over at night. But yeah, Robin Williams. The only thing about Robin, and you and I talked about this privately, was I really, really wished they would have kept his crime scene a secret and not tell anybody. That was the downfall for me. And yes, I miss stuff like that. And Donnie, he's still at Harris. In fact, he got in Las Vegas. He just got his contract extended. I've seen Marie in 1988, and then a few years ago we seen them together up in Battle Creek. But the Bionic Woman, that was a great show. Alice, what's happening? They really, really did have good shows. The Jeffersons was another one. Um, Barbara Walters, um, class act. And you have to say, and I will say this about Barbara Walters though, There's only a few class act anchors, I would say, news anchors, and Barbara Walters was another one, um, and I won't say the others on here because I'll say that it's better that I say it privately because yeah, uh, but either way, Rich Man Poor Man, that was a good series. Schoolhouse Rock, Richard Dawson. I would have to say Richard Dawson was the best for Family Feud. And speaking of game shows, who remembers Tattletales? They had the best game shows too. And I've forgotten the name, but my favorite game show, it was an Alan Lutton, Betty White one. They were in a farm. The stage was like in the farm, and they were given like an object, and you had to guess on what the object was. And at the end of the show, you had to guess it. But I forgot what the name of it was. I just remember um, Sound of the 70s. Ironically, I was just listening to Diana Ross the other day. In fact, it was 2 days ago, as a matter of fact. Kiki D, I don't know what she's doing, but Elton John is probably having like a few more concerts and he's going to retire. I mean, his kids are set for life. His 1970s catalog alone, hello. Oh my gosh. The Ramones, they're gone now. Great music. Blondie and David Bowie, aka the Thin White Duke. I miss him. I never got to see him in concert though, but I did hear because I've dated people that are way older than me, said that he put on a great show. Mixtape must-haves. Rod Stewart, most definitely. Bohemian Rhapsody. Afternoon Delight. I write the songs. Anything by the Bee Gees. England Dan and Danforth Coley. Frampton Comes Alive. One of the best live albums I've ever heard. Interview with a Vampire came out in the 70s? Really? Well, I'll be dipped in crap. I did not know that. Um, One of the best books I've ever read. If you're thinking about reading Interview with the Vampire, it's very bloody. Um, Ordinary People, I did not realize that it was a book, but great movie. In the News, Flip Wilson, great. America Turns 200. I really miss Queen Elizabeth. I really do. I'm going to come right out and say it. Decision of 76. I'll skip over that. Not a topic I don't want to get into. Um, I'll stay off the political stuff at the moment, but we all know who was president back then. Uh, Betamax, VHS tapes. Who remembers a Pong, by the way? That was early 1970s. Sports, Bruce Jenner. Dorothy Hamill. Now, she was married to Dean Martin, one of Dean Martin's sons. I think she was engaged, I think, if memory serves correct. Jimmy Connors, Nadia Comaneci. Jimmy Connors and I think Nadia Comaneci, they're married. Last thing that I heard, because they used to do the Jerry Lewis telethons. In fact, they were kind of like the host for like a few years. Chrissy Everett. The fashion. This is what I miss terribly. I'm sorry. I'm the one that loves the fashion. Polyester bell bottoms. Oh my gosh. I God, this is kind of like Diane von Furstenberg. We're at the tail end. Um, the hair, weddings, splits. Happy birthday, bicentennial babies, crime, deaths. But they really, class of 76, but they really put in, that's the end. But that they really did a good job with this. And I want to thank Joanne and Maisie so very much for sending this to me today. Um, I will, in fact, I will show you um, the General Hospital one that I had here. This is the one that I have. Yeah, this is the 50th anniversary of General Hospital. I'll just show you the cover and the thickness of this. And I bought this. Wow, this one was cheaper yet. When I bought, it's probably for the 60th anniversary. I don't know if they're going to add in, but I bought this for $11.99. But this is the General Hospital one that I have, and you can see how thick that was. It's too much of a history, but anyway, let me put this away. And I think I should put this on the charge and get caught up on a few things. There we go. Is anybody still here? But yeah, I did show you the, yeah, I just finished it. And I did show at the tail end of the live of the General Hospital. I don't know who's all here. This was a planned live, and it's harder and harder for me to come up with subjects. I should get myself something to eat. But anyway, I don't know what the temperature is. Speaking of temperature, I'm surprised that I have not buffered. Oh my gosh, is it that time already? But I don't know what I'm going to be. I got some shorts that I'm going to do. I would like, and it's been a long time since I've done a single topic like this. But anyway, for the rest of the week, I have a few videos up. And when I do lives or videos, they're going to be unplanned. It seems better to just up and run. But Amazing Maisie, I don't know if you are still there. Let me know if you are. But it's getting around a quarter to 7, and I need to get something to eat and get me something to drink. It is, Dad said that it is kind of muggy outside, but that's due to what's going on. But I'm gonna get me something quick to eat. I want to thank Gaming with Whiskey and Vin. I know, Vin, if you watch the replay, it's okay to joke around, but not about doxing. That I will not put up with that. But I know that you and I joke around in the gaming communities. But Vin, thank you for coming. Gaming with Whiskey, thank you for coming. Fishing Tactics, thank you for coming. Uh, Joanne and Maisie, thank you very much for sending me this beautiful magazine. I'm going to get going now. Thank you for coming, and God bless the 70s. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.